What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's another episode of that True Hip Hop Stories with Unkasa, episode 4. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what y'all thought about the first 3 installments. This is the 4th installment. Like I said, I'm going to do 10 and then I'm going to go on to another topic. But the story today is called Run It. How the Chris Brown and Juelz record came together. Back in 05, 06, I believe, I was spending a lot of time in the studio, and I was spending a lot of time in Syracuse. And if y'all don't know, it's a dope-ass music scene upstate. Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, Binghamton, North, Niagara Falls, upstate, period. It's a music scene and a very dope music scene. Shout out to Westside Gun, Conway, the whole Griselda, Benny, and everybody up there, because they're showing you now that it's a music scene, but it's just getting light now. But if you're a nigga that travel like me, you know it's been music up there. I've been doing songs with 38 Special. Shout out to 38 Special. So we're going to get into the story now. Let me hit the blunt. Now, like I said, I used to spend a lot of time in the studio in Syracuse, so everybody from DJs to artists used to come and record their music there. I never used to have to leave the session because I used to be there so much, and I was cool with all the artists. That's how a lot of artists from Syracuse got a lot of features from me. I was doing features for free, not charging them, just staying active. And I was respecting their work, so I was like, I'm any nigga on the upcoming, I'm going to try to help them out the best way I can. So it used to be people there putting their tapes together, like I said, from artists to DJs. Shout out to my DJ Cielz. One day my man Cielz was putting a CD together and he was playing a bunch of records on what he was gonna put on his tape. So yeah, I played this one record and it had a little bouncy beat. It was like a little catchy record. I liked it. And I asked him what the name of the record was, and it was like, yo, Run It. I was like, yo, that shit is hard. I like that. He was like, yo, you fuck with that, bro? I was like, yeah, I fuck with that record. That shit hitting. So we was just talking about the record, and I was like, yo, you know what would be dope? L's. If that the only thing that's missing is a verse from L's. And he was like, yo, word, hell yeah. Juelz, word to me. Juelz will kill that shit. I was like, yeah, word. L's will kill that shit. And like, if y'all don't know, blend CDs, like mixtapes is real big upstate. So my man Cielz always was putting together blend tapes, mixing other hip hop with R&B and all that. And you know, he was one of the top niggas doing it up there. So shout out to Cielz. So one day I go down to Juelz studio and we vibing, and this lady and this little young kid pulls up. So they sitting in the studio for a while, me and Juelz smoking, joking, whatever. He was like, oh, yo, I'm about to go in the room and listen to this record, this feature. So I was like, oh, all right, cool, let's go listen to the joint. So we go in the studio, and they play the record. So as they playing the record, I start singing the record. They was like, you know the record? I was like, yeah, this is my shit. I was like, you Chris Brown? He was like, yeah. I said, nah, I fuck with this record. I've been listening to this shit for a minute. I was like, yo, Els, do this record. This shit is hard. Do this record. This shit tough. And it's crazy because previously, probably 2 weeks before that, me and Cielz was talking about that shit. Like, yo, it'd be dope if Els was on this joint. That shit'll really hit. Look how God worked. So they playing the record, they chilling. Chris Brown start doing all type of moves and shit, talking about, yeah, we're gonna be in the video like this. Video gonna start saying the concept of how he want the video. So his manager at the time was Tina Davis. Shout out to Tina Davis. She was there. So, you know, he was chopping it up. I can remember what he had on. He had on a long, big ass red t-shirt. How we used to do the 2X t-shirts, a pair of beige khakis and some red chucks and a red hat, red P hat. and he was doing his little dance moves in the studio. They had left or whatever, and I think Cam and Big Joe, shout out to Cam and Big Joe. I think everybody was in the studio and Els was playing the record, and they was like, "You gonna do this record?" And Els was like, "Yeah, this shit tough." It was like, "Man, come on, you getting too old to be doing these type of records. You trying to do a record with a little pop record with a kid." And he was like, "Shit is hard. Y'all don't fuck with it." They was like, "Nah, that shit is whack. You getting too old for it. Your audience is growing into something else. You ain't 18 no more, Els. You gotta be doing a record that's appealing to grown-ups and stuff like that." So I'm just sitting there listening. I ain't saying nothing. Because at the time, Big Joe was Juelz's manager. So I wasn't buttoning that. You know, Cam was there. And at that time, when Cam come around, niggas used to try to be on their best behavior. Because Cam will spaz out on you. You know what I'm saying? If you doing some clown shit. But Big Joe and Cam, everybody had left the studio. So we just vibing in the studio, smoking and whatnot, playing video games. World Star, whatever was out on the time on the internet. And even if World Star, I don't even think we probably was on MySpace. I ain't even sure. But I remember I was smoking and Els falling asleep. And it was like probably like 5:30, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to Steve. Steve was the engineer at the time. Steve was in there playing video games and shit. So I go tap Els on his arm, like, "Yo, Els, wake up, wake up." He like, "Yo, what up, what up? Come on, what up, Dick? Come on, what's up? Dude, I'm sleeping." I'm like, "Yo, Els, yo, you really need to do that record." He was like, "I'm not doing that shit, B. I ain't fucking with that record." I was like, and then he dozed like back off. So I hit him again. I'm like, "Yo, Els." He was like, "Yo, leave me the fuck alone." I said, yo, Bloody, listen to me. That's the record you need for your career. That's what you missing. You got the street shit. That crossover record, that's what you needing. Your audience is gonna get broader by fucking with this record." So he looked at me. He looked like he was tight as hell, but he looked at me, sat back, cracked the Dutch down, bust the Dutch down, start rolling a blunt, lit it, and now I'm trying to sell him on the record. I'm like, "Yo, this is gonna be your 106 and Park. This is gonna be your TRL. This is, you gonna go on tour. This is the shit you missing. This is gonna put you right where you need to be, baby bro. This gonna put you right where you need to be. I swear to you. I've been telling niggas you need to be on this record." He was like, "I ain't gonna lie. You been telling me about the record, but I wasn't even putting two and two together that it was the little nigga that pulled up." He was talking about Chris Brown. I didn't even know the little dude. So I was like, "Yo, that record is hard. I've been told my man Ciela's, yo, if Els get on this record, this shit is out of here. But look how God worked. This record wound up falling right in your hands." So he sat back, lit the blunt. He was like, "Yo, where's Steve at?" I was like, "Yo, he in the room." I called him. I was like, "Yo, Steve." He was like, "Yo, what up, aunt?" He goes in, he comes in the room. I was like, "Yo, pull that record up." Start playing the beat. Mind you, his mind is already set, not doing the record. So I'm like, "Yo, Els, while the beat playing, I'm just trying to sell Els." Like, "Yo, bro, you out of here. I'm telling you, you do this shit right, you out of here." So Els turned the beat up, start vibing, we smoking. By this time, the motherfucking sun is starting to come up. It's almost like 7 in the morning. And this when Els was hungry. All he wanted to do is record. So He listened to the beat. We smoking. He telling me to roll up a blunt. We smoking. You could see like some shit went off like a snap. Like he was like, yo, let me go in the booth. As soon as he went in the booth, he was like, yo, put me right where he stop at. Then nigga came on, yo, check it out. It's seeing 10 degree. Yeah, I'm step it out. Start by it's like, yo, that's the fastest I ever see this nigga do like a whole verse. Like Els would do his shit in 4-bar increments. Like Els is very complex when he record his rhymes. He's not going, he can write a rhyme all the way through, but he'll do it like 4 bars, chill, get another 4 bars in his head, go in the studio, get another 4 bars in the studio. But this day, he totally just went in the booth and just came up with his parts. Steve put the shit together the way it need to be, played it loud. I was like, damn, this shit out of here. After he finished the record, I think we went to L's crib, got some rest, woke up about maybe 1 in the afternoon, maybe 1 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon. He came downstairs out his room, was like, yo, look, Steve sent them the record, look what they sent back. And it was like mad fire emojis and all that shit on his BlackBerry. And I was like, oh, that shit is hard. And so the record is done. Now, L's like, yo, I'm going to LA to shoot the video. I'm like, word already? He was like, yeah, niggas is ready. So him and Twain, they flew out to LA, shot the video. They was out there in LA for a few days. They shot the video, came back. I remember when they sent Els the first edit, I was telling them, yo, dogs, this shit gonna be on 106 in Park, #1. This shit is gonna be all over. You gonna get the big money from this shit. So I was like, man, we gonna see, nigga. We gonna see. So I'm like, I'm telling you, yo, Els, I'm telling you this the one, bloody. I'm telling you this the one. So it's like, all right, we gonna see, all right? We gonna see. We gonna see what you talking about. So they shoot the video, probably like a week go past, 2 weeks. We sitting in this condo smoking. 106 in Park come on. This shit was the brand new joint of the day. We sitting there looking at each other like, oh shit. Video come on. I said, what I tell you? That week, like we used to stay watching 106 in Park. So I think that week I was fucking with Els that whole week, so we was at the crib. Every time 106 in Park came on, that video was debuting at a higher number. That week, it debuted at the new joint of the week. Then it debuted at, came in at #5. Then the other day it came in at #4. Then that shit came in, I think it skipped #3 and went to 2. Then like the next time we seen that, probably that Friday, that shit went to #1. I said, look, told you that shit was gonna be #1 on 106 in Park. He said, but nigga, remember you said, oh, I'm gonna start hosting 106 in Park? I said, nigga, give it some time. Give it some time, nigga. Let the play out. Give it some time. Probably like 2 weeks later, we in the studio. Els walk in. He like, yo, guess what? I'm like, yo, what up? He like, them niggas want me to come host 106 in Park. I said, look, I told you. Look what I told you. He was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, you called this one. You called this one. I said, you gonna go on tour too, nigga, watch. He was like, nigga, you pushing it now, nigga. We laughing like you pushing it. You fucking pushing it now, nigga. Don't fucking jinx shit, my nigga. I was like, yo, bloody, this shit is destined. This is the wave of what's going on right now. A solid R&B record with a solid 16 from the top nigga right now. Yo, you got it. So it's like, we gonna see. Next thing I know, nigga on TRL. Next thing I know, he hosted 106 in Park. Next thing I know, they calling him, they calling the nigga for the tour. He like, yo, they called me for the tour for Wayne and Chris Brown, the up close and personal tour. I forgot who else was on that tour. I might have to look it up, but I know it was definitely Wayne and Chris Brown. I'm like, look. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, you called all this shit. I was like, from day one, before you even heard the record, I've been on this record for months. Ciella's been playing this shit in the studio for months. And every time I heard the record, I was like, damn, this nigga Els need this record. Cause I don't think the record was out, but I don't think I don't think it was catching. I knew it was missing a rap. Because the between the breaks of how they was playing the record, the original record, it needed raps. It was like some solo parts that needed some. I was like, yo, damn. And the parts that I heard him rhyming on was the ones that he actually rhymed on for the original record. So I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy, yo. He damn sure went on tour from that record, though. I'll tell you that. Nigga came home from that tour and copped that Phantom. We driving in the Phantom smoking like we always do. He was like, I ain't gonna lie. You called this one, You called this one. I was like, told you. I've been in this business too long not to know what the fuck gonna hit. And I called the few ones. And that's other stories to tell. But that's how the Chris Brown record was going to come together, because he was not going to do that record. And if you think I'm bullshitting, y'all can go and search on YouTube an interview with DJ Who Kid, shout out to Who Kid, and Juelz, and he'll tell y'all a short story of how the record come together. He's going to tell y'all he wasn't going to do that record. I told him to do that record. So, yeah, that's my story about Chris Brown and Juelz and the Run It record. To people that love the Run It record, y'all owe me a thanks. Chris, Santana, my brothers, y'all owe me a plaque. I need my plaque for that Run It record. Yes, I do. I'm saying it now. It's been 10 years, but I need my motherfucking plaque, my niggas. I need my plaque for the Run It record. But until next time, roll something, smoke something, share something. Show love. It's your boy Unkasa, True Hip Hop Stories. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out.